Hello. So today on Cooking with Rafe Hates Caleb, I am going to be making guacamole as suggested by one of our good friends of the show, LordFizzlebeef, and we're using a recipe that comes from the Episcopal churchwoman's cookbook. Has a lot of our standard ingredients. We have some guacamole, we have some avocado. We're going to turn this into guacamole. You might be seeing a lot of stuff here that isn't typically in your guacamole. I know in my guacamole I like to have some fresh tomatoes, some cilantro, a little onion, a little jalapeno maybe. But today we're going to be using a beautiful avocado, one small finely chopped onion, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, a teaspoon Worcestershire sauce, an 1/8 teaspoon of garlic powder, and an 1/8 teaspoon of MSG, which I totally had to buy for this recipe. And the kick in the is we're going to be using 3/4 cup mayonnaise. And the secret ingredient that's going to turn all this nice bright green food coloring. So, recipe calls, we mash the avocado. So let's go ahead and cook with this. We're gonna such a good avocado. So I pre-diced this in the avocado skin. Just makes this a little bit easier. I'm gonna mix this and mash this nice and fine. And it doesn't take too long, especially if you have a nice avocado like this. That's definitely not being wasted for this recipe. And should end up with something that has that sort of consistency. Now to this, we will add our small onion. Go ahead and scrape all that in there and mix this up. And now it's just kind of smelling like onions. Doesn't really smell like anything other than onions right now. And now the recipe calls for us to add all of our seasoning. So we'll dump in the lemon juice rather. A little bit of garlic powder. The recipe did say that we could substitute a finely minced fresh clove of garlic, but we're sticking with the recipe I've written. 1/8 teaspoon MSG, because we totally just didn't have that in our pantry. Our sugar, and our Worcestershire sauce, because every good guacamole should have Worcestershire sauce in it. So we're going to combine all this, and it actually doesn't look too bad. It just looks kind of like a slightly browning guacamole with a lot of onion in it. And now the fun part, the mayonnaise. I think this is sort of like a throwback to a lot of the dips back in the day that were mayonnaise based. So I think this is going to end up tasting more like an avocado dip as opposed to guacamole, and it's looking pretty creamy, like you like your guacamole to look. Nice and pale and creamy, and I bet you that's why they want us to add 1 drop of green food coloring. Oh, we got about 1.5 drops in there. It's starting to look like ambrosia, sort of like a Jello dip. Oh boy, I probably should have got the chips out. It does request that you let this chill in the fridge for at least an hour. But there we go, guacamole. I mean, we'll taste it. I should have had a chip with me, but we'll taste it. It's mayonnaise-y. It's oniony. It's got a weird Worcestershire-ness to it. It's not good. If you want a better guacamole, just use some avocado like we did before, mash it, add some fresh diced tomato, a little bit of onion, a little bit of garlic, some jalapeno, and some cilantro, half a lime, and it's perfect. But I'm probably gonna throw this away. So thank you for watching, and thank you for suggesting this. Awesome.